Now let us discuss various cases of displacement time graphs. So there are several types of displacement type graphs. We are going to study all of them so that applying them becomes easier. So first we are going to study these three. Now this first graph, you can see that the displacement is not changing with time. The value of displacement is same as the time keeps on increasing. So here we can say that the slope or tan theta is 0. So if tan theta is 0, we know that the slope of the displacement time graph gives us velocity. So if slope is 0, this would mean that velocity is 0. So for particle, we can say that the particle is at rest. Now this second graph, again it is a straight line, but it is a straight line at an angle. The graph is moving upward. So here if we make slope on various points, then the slopes will be same. So we can write that the slope or tan theta is constant. Slope is not changing, it is constant. This means that the velocity is constant. So velocity is not changing, particle is moving with uniform velocity. So for a particle, we can write particle is moving away from starting point with constant velocity. I am saying away from starting point because we can say that as the velocity is increasing, it is increasing in the same direction, and with velocity the value of displacement is also increasing. So that means the particle is moving away from its starting point. Now coming to this third graph, here if we find out the slope, then the slope is same, but it is making an angle theta, which is an obtuse angle. So since theta is obtuse angle, that means the tan theta will come out to be negative. So this will mean, since it is a straight line, then velocity is constant, but since slope is negative, we are going to say, we can say that velocity is uniform in negative direction. So if a particle is doing this kind of motion, then for that particle we can write that the particle is moving towards its starting point with constant velocity. Moving towards starting point because velocity is getting negative. Velocity, if this was velocity being positive and the particle is moving away, then this will be velocity negative and particle is coming towards the starting position, and it is with constant velocity because the slope is not changing, so that means the velocity is not changing. Now next type of graph is like this. When we are going in this direction, now it is not a straight line though, that means velocity is not constant, velocity is changing. So there will be either acceleration or deceleration. So let us see which one is it. Now if we have 3 points and if we make tangents to these 3 points, then this will be theta, and we can see that as we are going up, the theta is becoming more and more acute, the theta is becoming smaller. So if the theta decreases, that means the slope, the tan theta, is decreasing. As tan theta is decreasing, that means this would imply that the velocity is decreasing. Now when does the velocity decreases? It decreases when there is a retardation, then acceleration is negative. So velocity is decreasing because there is an acceleration in negative direction, or we can say there is a retardation. So for a particle with such motion, we can write that the particle is moving with positive velocity. The velocity is positive because tan theta is positive, with positive velocity and negative acceleration. So hence it will be a retarded motion. So you can see when the velocity and acceleration are of opposite sign, then it will be a retarded motion, because if velocity is decreasing, then it has to decrease because of the retardation. So we can write that the motion of the particle is a retarded motion. Similarly, if we come to the next graph, In this graph, this graph is something like this. The body is going like this, and we can see that if we take slopes at different points, then theta will increase, the slope or the tan theta will increase. If we make a tangent here and then here and then here, then we can say that the theta is increasing. That means the slope is increasing. So if slope is increasing, this means the velocity is increasing. And when does the velocity increase? It increases when there is an acceleration in positive direction. So we can say that there is an acceleration in positive direction. So for such kind of motion, we can say that the particle is moving with increasing velocity and positive acceleration. So since both velocity and acceleration are of same sign, they both of them are positive, so we can say that such kind of motion is accelerated motion. Now let us come to the next graph. Graph number 6. This graph is like this. So here if we make slope, if we take 2 points and we make a slope on these 2 points, we can see that the slope, the theta will be obtuse angle. The slope tan theta is negative. The slope is negative because theta is obtuse. So tan theta is negative. As it is going, as we are going from this to this, the velocity is increasing because slope is negative. That means the velocity is also negative. And when the velocity is increasing in negative direction, so velocity is negative and it is increasing because tan theta is negative and tan theta is increasing as we are coming down. So velocity is negative and is increasing. So this kind of motion is possible when acceleration is also in negative direction and it is increasing. So the acceleration will be negative and velocity is also negative. So that means that the particle is moving with negative velocity and negative acceleration. So since both of them are negative, then it has to be an accelerated motion. So it is an accelerated motion, but the direction is negative because of the slope. Similarly, if we come to the next graph, now if here we take slopes at these 2 points, we can see that as we go from this point towards this point, the theta is becoming more obtuse. So theta is obtuse, that means the slope is negative. We can write tan theta is negative. And since it is becoming more obtuse, so that means it is decreasing. So we can say that same thing for velocity, that velocity is negative but it is decreasing. Now when is this possible? It is possible only when the acceleration is in positive direction. The velocity is going in negative direction but acceleration is in positive direction, so it is going to decrease the velocity. So this will happen. So for a particle, for this kind of motion, we can write that the particle is moving with negative velocity and positive acceleration. So since both of them, acceleration and velocity, are of opposite sign, that means that it is a retarded motion. Now these are all the displacement time graphs that we can use, and in a question you might have to use the combination of two graphs. So we are going to do a solved example to understand this. Let us do a solved example. Let us say that there is a boy on the top of the tower. There is a boy standing on top of the tower and he throws a ball in upward direction. then the ball will go, the initial direction of the velocity of direction of initial velocity is in upward direction, and the ball will go and it will come like this on the ground, and we have to draw a displacement time curve for this entire motion. And let us say that upward direction is positive. Let us take upward direction positive, and at time t equals to 0 the boy threw the ball. Now the ball is going to go up in upward direction, and at some time it will reach the maximum height. Let us say it reaches the maximum height at t1, where its final velocity becomes 0, and the height that it achieved, let us say that this height is h1, and the upward direction is positive and downward direction is negative. I'll draw it here. Now when the ball will go up, reaches the maximum height, it will also come down, and at the point it is again going to cross its starting position. Now we have already studied that time of ascent is equal to time of descent. So that means if it took t1 time in going to the maximum height, then it will again take t1 time for coming to the starting position. Then after that it goes on to the ground. So if we plot the graph, I'll make the graph here. So it started from 0 from this point, and then there is an upward direction. Now acceleration due to gravity is always downward, so that means the velocity is going to decrease. So there is a retardation from 0 to t1. So our graph will go like this for 0 to t1. There will be a retardation from 0 to t1. After that, when it is coming downward, then there will be an acceleration, and the starting point will be crossed at 2t1. t1 for going up and t1 for coming down to the starting point. So let us say this is 2t1. So this is a starting point, so this will be the starting point, and since now it is moving in the direction of acceleration, so it will be an accelerated motion. So it will come like this, and after this the ball comes to height h. Let us say this is the height of the tower. The ball comes to height h, and then the ball will reach the starting point at 2t1, and it will keep on going downward. So now the velocity is keeping on increasing, the displacement kept on increasing in negative direction, because this will be minus h. Upward direction is positive, and we are calculating displacement in downward direction, so this point will be equal to minus h. If this is plus h, from here to upward this is plus h, then from here to downward it will be minus h. So that means the displacement will be negative, so this curve will keep on, I'll shift it a little bit upward, the curve will keep on coming like this till it reaches displacement of minus h. So this will be the displacement h1, and this will be displacement minus h, and this will happen at time, let us say this, it reaches the ground at time t2. So this will be the curve for this particular problem. Now let us do another solved example. Let us say that there is a car moving with a speed v0. There is a car which is moving with a speed v0, and at time t equals to 0, the driver needs to apply brakes. Now after a reaction time, remember we did one question on reaction time. After the reaction time tr, the driver actually applies the brake and comes to, after tr driver applies brake after this reaction time and comes to rest after traveling a distance. Let us say the distance traveled is s, and we have to draw displacement time or position time graph. Now first let us draw the actual condition, the real life condition. So let us say that this is the car, and here it is at time t equals to 0, and it is moving with a velocity v0. From here to here he felt the need to apply brakes, but it took a reaction time, and here he actually applied brakes, so this will be time tr. Now in this distance he is moving with the constant velocity v naught, so the distance moved will be velocity into time, so v naught into the total time is tr, so this will be the distance covered in during reaction time when he before he actually applied brakes. Now at this point he applied brakes, so that means here the negative acceleration is in this direction, and then the body travels a distance s and finally comes to stop with the final velocity is 0, and let us say this happens at the final time tf, and in this time the car traveled in s direction. The velocity is still in positive direction, and acceleration, since we applied brakes, so it is in negative direction. It is a positive direction. Now if we need to plot this graph, then at t equals to 0 the car was here, and it was from t equals to 0 to tr it is moving with a constant velocity, so let us say that this is tr. So let us say here this is tr, it is moving with a constant velocity, so it will be a straight line. After here he applied brake, and there is a acceleration in negative direction, but the car is moving in positive direction, so since both of them are of opposite sign, that means it is a retarded motion. So here the curve will be like this, it is retarding till the displacement becomes horizontal, that means the displacement becomes constant, or in other words the body comes to rest. So here this will be the position, this will be the value of displacement when the body comes to rest, and this happened at time tf. So on timeline we can say this is tf. Now the displacement traveled from here to here is v naught tr, so this value will be v naught tr, and then he took s distance more, so this value will be v naught tr plus s. So this will be the curve. First it will be a straight line for uniform motion, and then retarded motion till it comes to the rest. That means how will we show that it has come to the rest? The slope becomes 0, that is the curve becomes horizontal.